Hi, I'm James and welcome to my review of Warlord Games' Italian M13 40 tank in 28mm, made in resin. Now the version I bought wasn't the version that you can see here. I bought the previous version, which doesn't come with all the little accessories like the stat card, the transfers and the damage markers, but the model itself is actually the same. So let's have a look at the box. Like I said, you can see this is the older version. So let's have a look what we've got inside. There's a bit of bubble wrap and there's a leaflet. Let's have a look what that is. I'm assuming that's going to be the assembly instructions. No, it isn't. It's basically the health and safety information. Okay, well that's fair enough. Let's have a look what we've got in the actual model. Bearing in mind most gamers will go straight for this anyway. Okay, there's not many parts to this, which is good because it's a wargaming model, not a scale model. We've got the hull, which is cast as one piece, which is rather ironic considering that the original was welded rather than cast. There is a tiny bit of flash, I'll show you that later. We've got the tracks, again tiny little bit of flash but nothing drastic. They are keyed quite nicely, so they will only fit on one side, so that you can only fit it together correctly. Nice detailing on there, it's going to show up nicely. We've got the turret. Again, there's a little bit of resin I'll need to cut off later, but it's a very cleanly cast model. I love the way that the rivets and everything just stand out so clearly. So I won't take a lot of cleanup on that. And then we've got a plastic bag for the remaining parts. In fact, there are actually more metal parts than there are resin, but they're all much smaller. So look what we've got. We've got two sprues. The first sprue's got the 47mm gun. It's got the twin hull machine guns in the centre there, and a piece that I haven't actually figured out what it was for. Even looking at the pictures on the box, I can't actually see what they are. And then we've got the hatches. Now interestingly, we've got two sets of hatches. We've got an open and a closed set. Quite like that because it's much easier to assemble a one-piece closed one. Well, the model went together reasonably easily. It's not exactly like it has a huge number of parts. It has, and the version I've used, because I've used the closed hatch, the turret is three-piece, the turret, the gun and the hatch, and the hull and track assembly is for the two tracks, the hull and the machine gun. So you're talking a total of 7 parts. Not exactly the hardest kit in the world to assemble. Went together easily enough with super glue. As you can see, the flash was cleaned off quite easily. I just used a pair of clippers and I'm quite pleased with it. Would I buy more if build up my Italian army, which will probably take a bit longer than the Desert War itself took? Then yes, I probably will. It's a very simple model, goes together nicely and looks really nice on the tabletop.